everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Raiders coming in at 8-0, going up against the Broncos, who come in at 2-6. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Arizona State. It's Brock Osweiler.
I love his height, his ability to see over the offensive and defensive lines and into the secondary and make good decisions and good sharp throws. But also love his moxie. This is a guy who's had to battle for his spot, had to show some patience early in his career, and now he's a bona fide starter in the NFL.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Osweiler surveying the field. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there at 22.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Osweiler on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They run. Devontae Freeman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2nd down now after the pass completion. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go.
The play clock's running down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Play clock winding down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. Richardson has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's the rookie Derrick Henry that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders defense getting ready. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know they're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A host of Raiders in on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Osweiler on second down. Deep drop. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep. Wiley?
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Here we go. 3-19. On third down, Osweiler. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And this is a guy who's been here enough. He can't use, hey, I'm a rookie as an excuse. He's been around.
He sat in the meetings. He's played the games. The coaching staff is showing much more confidence in him because the game plan has been expanded since the last time we saw him play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Brandon Cooks, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now Osweiler on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out here in the eye. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Akeem Spence with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll get it up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look now at the Oakland defense as they get ready. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Goes as a pickup of 23. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Freeman again, a first down carry. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
On second down, Freeman might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it brings up fourth down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Again, it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, and they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. This will be caught just inside the 10. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Still one of the most exciting plays in football. The kick return shows why there. 93 yards on that return for 6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, here's Osweiler. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Freeman, the lone man, in the backfield. On third down, Osweiler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. Coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field, so we'll see what they do here.
And once that happens, everybody wants to get involved. All right, whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
Yeah, we'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go. 190.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Raiders' secondary has held up to this point. The Broncos have struggled to throw the football 2 straight weeks, so that's something they'll try to fix in the second half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Raiders lined up at the 15. Henry's going to dart up the middle, and he'd go in for the 15-yard touchdown. Raiders up by a touchdown. End of the first quarter. Quick pass and completion to Cooks, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. That puts them on top by 14. Late in the second, Freeman's going to dart up the middle, and he'll end up sprinting it to the end zone, cutting the deficit to 13. Staying late in the half, the return will start at the 7, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half begins with a run by Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Here's Pat McAfee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Running into the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
Here's Pat McAfee now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On first down, Osweiler. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. 319. 319.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Here we go. Green 39.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. And the Raiders have got him. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Come on, let's go.
Henry out of the pistol. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Denver getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the... situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And tough starting field position here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Freeman again. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him. Fresh set of downs.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Again to Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another pistol look here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together, and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
And now a first down following that long gain. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here we go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
second down and 4.
Hey, 17's yours. Watch 17. Single receiver. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And that's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing again, Osweiler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And it named the for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's got time. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go! Green, 39! On 2nd down, Osweiler backing up. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 3rd and long, it's Osweiler. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Chuck Pagano decides to go. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Henry. Time for a break. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got his man on the comebacker. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be first down Denver. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Osweiler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Osweiler finding time. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Again, Osweiler. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now Osweiler on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again is Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action with Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. He's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. when they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack.